Senior DGM Bill to please come on the stage and give his presentation.
Good afternoon. From morning, we have seen smart city, safe city, and so many applications relating to everything concerned with city, cyber security, and so many things. But now we will see that how the applications, which is very important and essential for villages and particularly farmers, as you are aware that India is basically driven by farm economy. So how these technology will be adapted for the smart agriculture. So I think this is our Bharat Electronics, what you have done. I think this is not required. These are the technologies which will be used in the smart agriculture. And basically, just I want to explain you, just like human required like micronutrients, macronutrients, and then the vitamin D from the sunlight, so many things we require. In a similar way, the plants required the nutrients for their growth. So there are the nutrients which are what is called as the macronutrients, and then there is the micronutrients. The nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium are the macronutrients, and then there are selenium, phosphorus, sulfur, and all micronutrients. These things are very essential for plant growth. If any of these are deficient, it will be show in the plant, for example, from the seed formation, flowering, and all those things. So this is very essential to monitor these nutrients. So these are all the still some other nutrients, but these are all not that much essential, but important. So then another important factor is that one, the soil pH. The soil pH plays a very important role in plant because depend upon the pH, the yield of the plant will be vary. So if this is acidic, it is a basic. If it is a basic or acidic, the yield will vary. So now, to maintain a proper yield, we have to measure. So comparing this one with the human system, so we have, for example, for the healthy person, we have a blood pressure, we have a body temperature, and then we have the blood parameters, so many things. So similar way in the plant, we have the nutrients, we have the phosphate, we have the pH of the alkalinity of the soil. So now, what is the challenges of farmer facing? So this is a very important thing. This we'll analyze for some time. Basically, the very important requirement for any farmer is how much potash he has to put, how much phosphorus he has to put, how much some nutrients he has to put, whether he has to put the traditional fertilizer or the farm fertilizer or what he has to put, how much quantity, which pesticide he has to put, when he has to put, how much water he has to put, how much water he should not put. So these are the very important decisions he has to make in a right time. So once if we make a right decision, we can, the plant yield will be very good. So how to make these decisions available for the farmers? So this is the major challenge in the smart agriculture. So these decisions, how to transmit to the farmer through the mobile app which is developed for the farmer. So we will send all this information to the farmer. So once the farmers get all this information, he will able to deliver whatever is required for the particular plant. The second important requirement is, once he grows the plant or the fruits and the vegetables, etc., where he has to sell, how much he has to sell. Second is that one, when we want to grow something, for example, tomato, in Karnataka we grow, for example, tomatoes, sometime it will be 3 rupees and sometime it will be 200 rupees. So when he has to grow, when he is not supposed to grow. So all these details will be provided to the farmer for in mobile applications. So what he has to refer is that one, he has to go to his mobile application, then he has to go for his latitude and longitude, then he can find out what is the soil content in his farmland. What is the sunlight available, what is the micronutrients, what is it, because each farmer will be done their soil testing, so soil testing detail will be put. So these detail will go to central server. In the central server, there is a artificial intelligence based analytics is running. It will tell you exactly what you are supposed to do. Then for every one week, he has to enter the parameter that what is the growth of his plant. So from there again, new prediction will start coming. So that is, each farmer will be guided by the information, what he provided, what is the sunlight, what is the weather, all the data it will take into consideration. And then it will also compute 3 years previous data. So that means 3 years previous data, present temperature data, present fertility data, and then the seed data, what type of seed he has grown, where he has purchased, how much he has purchased, what is the quality of the seed, everything will be captured. That means from 0 to 100, everything will be captured. So those data will be taken for further analysis. For example, he has taken some particular seed, the yield is very less. Whereas other fellow in the same land, other fellow has taken some other seed, but his yield is very good. Then we will rate it. For example, the fellow who has grown the very good yield, so that seed is the better seed. And then one important advantage of this method is that one, if the farmer want to purchase some seeds, if he go alone, he won't get the much discount. For example, if I go and purchase 100 kgs of some seed, I may not get that much of discount. But if whole Hobli, whole Taluk or whole state will purchase a bulk of say some 1 ton, 2 ton, 3 ton like that one, whatever you get the discount is very huge. So this is a huge saving for the farmer. So that means we can negotiate in the behalf of the farmer, the purchase of the seed, purchase of the fertilizer, purchase of the pesticides, all those things, bulk purchase is possible. So this is all possible through the technology. So this is how the mobile application is that user has to register and then all other things the application will take care and then send the information. And then if you want to sell the goods, for example, to the market, now what is happening, if I want to sell the market to say 10 kilometers away some town, I am the only person who has to pay the bill for the goods. But in this case what happens, we will combine all the farmers in that route and then the effective bill will be very much reduced. And these are some of the application, whatever I spoken, the same only is that historic data, the weather data, that and the algorithms, whatever running, but the pictorially it has been shown. And then for the spraying of the pesticide, we can have an arrangement through the state government, that the drones will be given for them to spray for each field, which is some amount. And this is the inside the farmer. If the farmer wants still more accuracy in this farmer, we have also developed what is called as the sensors in that one, like this one. So these sensors will be connected to his mobile phone. Locally, you know the moisture of the plant, moisture of the soil, whatever is there, when he has to give the water for his plant. So this will be automated. So that means he need not worry about the when he has to go to the field and when he has to give the water, when he has to give the fertilizer. This will be known from his cell phone. So these are the main applications, the IoT of the sensors, the water saving, the crop growth environment, intelligent agriculture machinery, and these are the benefit whatever is there the farmer will get. And apart from the farmers, we have also sensor for animal monitoring. For example, we can predict the disease of the cattle, for example. We can predict the yield of the cattle, for example, because there is a lot of algorithms which will give you the parameters of the cow, for example, and then we can predict the yield and the quality of the milk and so on and so forth by these sensors. So it is a complete network where everything can be known. So how we monitor the plant growth and then whether which is deficient and all those things is through satellite imaging. So this is one of the example how the spectroscopy will work. And then if you come here, you can see it here. That means you can see, for example, the right side, that is when cutting season. During the cutting season, the black color, that mark, no, that is the spectral signature. During growth, these are the spectral signature. Different colors you can see. The green color, the dark green, and then yellow, and all those things. So this is the signature we will get from the satellite, and also from the drones from the locally. So using these signature, we will predict what is lacking in the particular farm and what is important. Because from this calculation, it has been found that we can save as much as the 70% of the water will be saved. For example, if you see the Israel, for example, they will take 400 liters of the water to grow what is it called as the anar, that pomegranate. But whereas in India, there are 10 times more or 20 times more water they will be using. So using this technology, the water will be very much reduced. Particularly, this will be very much helpful in the paddy fields. Because as you are aware that global emission, India is almost number 2 after China, number 3 after China, just because we have the large paddy fields. Paddy generates lot of greenhouse gases. So if you reduce even, for example, 2 inch of water in the paddy, so there is a huge saving in the greenhouse gases. So this has been experimentally proven. So these sensors are very much helpful, and these are all not costly also. So this sensor will be used to know how much water he has to put. And how these data, whatever we are getting, all these data will be in the left side, will be compiled in an artificial engine, and then the prediction will become on the right side. So more the data, more accurate is the prediction. So maybe after 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years of data, more accuracy will start emerging. So farmer can get actually the correct predicted data, like weather data what we are getting now. So similar way we can get the accurate data. So then there is a tools available. As you are aware that the global temperature in 2040 will be rise by 2 degrees. So that means 2 degrees if there is a rise in the global temperature, and then there is a greenhouse gases. Now at presently we are experiencing around 300 and 320 ppm of carbon dioxide all across globe. Particularly in Delhi and all those things, I think not 300, I think 380 or something like that. Delhi, I think they are experiencing around 420 ppm of this thing. So it is also found that for 435, there is a huge health crisis. So that means if the ppm of the carbon dioxide exceed 430, lot of diseases is possible, and the yield of the crop will be extremely low. This is an alarming situation for 2040. So to overcome this these are the measure has to be taken. So there is a tool to know that how much carbon he is spending and how much he is gaining. That is called carbon credit. So in Government of India, after another 6 months or so, they are coming with the carbon credit policy. So if you earn more carbon, you will get more rebate. If you spend more carbon, you have to pay more tax. So that new policy is coming because we have signed the agreement in G20 or some conference. So these are all the measures, future is coming. So to measure the carbon, how much I am spending, so that this tool will help. These are all the tools developed by World Bank, Agricultural University. So these are the tools it will do. How much land he has used, what is the carbon he is consuming, how much he is producing, all the data will be captured, and then this will be consolidated for whole of India. So then that will give you the correct picture about the whole of India, what is happening and how much we are producing. So this is how the tool work, that the farmer aggregation, and then these are the measurement, and then we will know that for each farmers, if we give more carbon, government will give you discounted rate of loan. So this is the idea. So these are the things, and then by combining all these things, this is what I told it, that the locally drones are running, satellite data is very important. Next year, you are aware, in 2024 March, India is launching a satellite called NISAR satellite. So in that one, we are getting all this data. So that we are combining all these things. So similarly, these are the decision support system, the final background, and this is the decision, what are the decision we will get from this smart agriculture application. And this is the artificial intelligence as a combined how you are predicting the problem. So this is how the application is running. Thank you for your fine question. Thank you.